All right, now that we have the basis for the side rail, down at the bottom you can see here's your orbit tool, and this is where we can click and roll around a little bit. Okay. And another handy tool that we have here is if you uh, two finger click on the screen, so two fingers on the trackpad and click, you will get a context menu. So here is where you can kind of, right here, for example, zoom extents. This is where you can click, grab your orbit tool real quick instead of going over here and looking for it. Anytime that you just two finger click on the screen, you can say orbit, which will let you orbit around. Two finger click on the screen, you can zoom extents. Or two finger click on the screen, you can zoom window, which allows you to create a section that you want to zoom into. So that's a really quick and handy function to have on the screen. Okay. So that works pretty well. So go ahead and do my zoom extents here, and I'm going to close this down for now so that I can see everything. All right, so next thing I want to do, now that I've got this drawn, I'm going to orbit around so I can see the top of it. I'm going to get my push-pull tool, which is located right about the center of the tool palette here, and click on the surface. I'm going to pull it up 11 inches. So I click on it, pull it up, type 11, and press return. Of course, if I do Shift-Z, I will get my zoom extents. And if I orbit around, I can see the shape of the object. Okay. So I want to return the top view after I pulled that up. I want to go right back to a straight on top view. So again, that's found under your Views palette. And go to Top View. And I can come down here and zoom extents, or of course Shift-Z. So I'm going to create a new series of guidelines. So I get my tape measure tool. I'm going to click on the left side edge of our top, and I'm going to come over. Now notice how this did something a little bit strange, and you will find this. Notice how it's drawing a red line, and I'm not getting a guide line coming off of this. This will happen on occasion. If you see this happening, just simply press the escape key, click a different point on the piece, and you will get a guideline. So it's kind of strange. It's hard to explain what it's doing. It is doing something that does make sense, but it's not doing what we want it to do. So again, anytime where maybe you are getting more of a guide point than a guideline, just simply press escape and choose a different point. So from this left side edge, I'm going to come in 1/4 of an inch and click. From the top, I'm going to come down 1/8 and click. From that guideline, I'm going to come down 1/8 of an inch and click. From the bottom, I'm going to come up 1/8, click. From that guideline, up 1/8, click. I'm now going to get my rectangle tool. And I'm going to draw a rectangle in this section right here. And again in this section right here. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete those guides. I no longer need them. So again, that is in your display palette, which is right here. And we're going to click on Delete All Guides. I'm going to get my orbit tool. And I'm going to click and orbit this around so that I can kind of see the face of the side rail. To zoom in and out, by the way, I'm two-finger sliding on the trackpad. I'm not pressing the trackpad, just two-finger slide in and out. Here is where I'm going to get my push-pull tool. Select this surface, click on it, move the mouse down, type 6.5, and press return. I'm going to come to this section, click here, push it down, 6.5, press return. And now I've created the grooves in the side rail. That concludes this video. The next video will put a hole in the top and 2 holes in the face of the side rail.